Well, I went there to school in the early 50s, and then I started teaching 66.
Who did you study under there when you were there?
I'd say my main teachers, it's all in that little thing in the other room. My main teachers were really Dorothea Lang and John Collier. Fiscus did a good job for me in helping me write. And I had good advice from a lot of teachers. Not always what one would think. Paul Hassel, when I was doing a big project under Paul Hassel, I described to him how I was going to go to this area and rent these long lenses and then these wide-angle lenses. It was like the old Palace of Fine Arts before they tore it down. And he looked at me and said, listen, you got this good lens on your camera. Take my advice. Forget all that other shit. If you want to telephoto a picture, walk closer. And if you're at a wide-angle, back up. It was good advice.
So to this day, you just take the little Minox and that's your...
Well, I've become more wide than ever. My Nikon has 28s on it. And the small one has I guess it must be a 35, yeah. Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's a 28, I can't remember now.
So you don't really go above that, then you shoot much?
Well, I started off on all these normal lenses like 50s, which were always abominable so far as focus and perspective and everything. So when I changed from, remember I started off working with 8x10 and 4x5, and then I got a 2 1/4 twin Rolly, but it's very frustrating because you can never get close. Yeah. So when I got the original Hasselblad, it didn't have the in between the lens shutter. I could get to 18 inches. And that was enough to cut off the chin and the forehead at the same time. Yeah. I was really happy. And I used that until I decided that it was still a little bit too formal. So when I moved out to California, I bought my boss's set of, he was getting into movie equipment. So he sold me a couple Nikon bodies and a bunch of lenses. I still use a Hasselblad and I also had a half frame with Olympus pen. Oh, yeah. The first W. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I had a lot on my chest when I go out and shoot. Yeah. Right. Not as much as Jim Marshall. And mine weren't motorized, but it was enough to fake it. Yeah. I try to encourage him to listen to what was going on. Oh. Look at what's going on, and don't be shy about shooting in a film, and backing up and moving forward, going from side to side, approaching it from every angle, going back over and over again. This is one of my great days. I found Cortez a long time before that because I looked up his wife's name, and I got him to send a show at school. And then when I was a couple of years later, I was going to New York, so I bought that book and called him and asked him if I could come over, and he said, yeah. We spent the whole afternoon. Yeah. But you know what part of the, I always look at that part of the, can you guess what part of the picture I always look at? Probably not.
This text over here?
No, on this side. See the little piece of paper tucked in there?
Right there?
Yeah. Warms my heart. I could get that white there, yeah.